watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Bong from another headlines as usual.
Ceremony marks 45th anniversary of Vietnam's UN membership. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ welcomed UN Secretary General. And later on, Vietnam becomes the largest coffee supplier to the US.
Let's begin our bulletin with news. First of all, report on recent activity by State President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc.
President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc and UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres co-chaired a ceremony commemorating the 45th anniversary of Vietnam's membership at the UN in Hanoi on October 21st. Speaking at the event, President Phúc affirmed that becoming the 149th member of the UN started a new historical journey in Vietnam's national construction and defense. Vietnam has always been a friend and reliable and responsible partner of the international community, Phúc stressed. During the most difficult years, the UN was the only multilateral aid channel that helped Vietnam rebuild its socio-economic infrastructure and stabilize people's lives, the president noted. Guterres, for his part, reviewed milestones in cooperation between the UN and Vietnam with important socio-economic achievements, including rapid economic growth and fulfillment of almost UN Millennium Development Goals. Such achievements are a strong testament to the resilience and hard work of the Vietnamese people to overcome difficulties, and the policy of putting people at the center of development, he said. Guterres also expressed his wish to further strengthen the good relationship between the UN and Vietnam in the coming time.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres is on paid official visit to Vietnam at the invitation of President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc. On October 22nd, the UN top official was received by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ.
At his meeting with the UN top official, Prime Minister Chính thanked the UN for always accompanying Vietnam. During the difficult time of the COVID-19, the support of the UN has helped Vietnam to soon overcome the pandemic, he stressed. Chính also shared difficulties and challenges in the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals in Vietnam and expressed his wish to continue receiving support from the UN in order to realize the country's goal of becoming an industrial country with high income by 2045. Praising the role and voice of Vietnam in the international arena, Antonio Guterres said the UN fully supports the main pillars of Vietnam's national development path. He affirmed that the UN and he personally would continue to pay attention to and support Vietnam's development priorities and pledge to continue promoting the comprehensive development of the Vietnam-UN relations. On this occasion, the two sides share concerns about negative impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic and challenges the world is facing. On the same day, at the meeting with the UN top official, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ thanked the UN for providing Vietnam with nearly 62 million vaccine doses and medical equipment via COVAX facility. He said after the UN Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development was adopted, the Vietnamese National Assembly is one of the first lawmaking bodies globally to concretize and institutionalize all policy frameworks of sustainable development into the legal system. Guterres, for his part, hailed Vietnam as one of the dynamic and active members of the UN. Vietnam's dedication to the UN has contributed to bridging the gap between rich and poor countries, he noted. He wished that Vietnam and the UN would continue standing side by side together to create equality in economic development, prevent the gap between developed and developing countries from widening. On global issues of shared concern, both sides highlighted a need to maintain peace, stability, security, maritime, and aviation safety and freedom in the East Sea, while peacefully settling disputes in line with international law, especially the UN Laws 1982.
Vietnam has become the third largest supplier of coffee to the U.S. for the first 8 months of 2022, reported the General Department of Customs. Vietnam exported over 96,500 tons of coffee to the U.S. in 8 months, gaining nearly $230 million, up more than 5% and nearly 36% in terms of volume and value over the same period last year. Vietnam's coffee market share in the U.S. increased from 6.3% to 6.5%. During the January to September period, the nation earned more than $3 billion from exporting 1.34 million tons of coffee, up over 13% in volume and an increase of 37% in value against the same period last year. Vietnam's coffee has been shipped to more than 80 countries and territories, making the country the second biggest exporter in the world. Its major markets are Europe, the US, Russia, Japan, and the UK. In Europe, Vietnam is the second biggest coffee supplier with a market share of over 16% behind Brazil. At present, the nation is home to 97 coffee bean processing plants with an annual capacity of 1.5 million tons, 160 coffee roasting, 8 instant coffee, and 11 coffee blending facilities. Vietnam has the potential to become a world-leading IT hub for its quality users, as well as young and trained workforce, said a recent article by the German-language business newspaper Handelsblatt. The article emphasized that Vietnam has so far been successful in the hardware sector, as most of Samsung mobile phones and Apple's iPods and Bluetooth headsets are manufactured here. Meanwhile, many international corporations have established development centers and cooperated with IT service providers in Vietnam. The US-based management consulting firm A.T. Kearney regularly ranks the Southeast Asian country in the top 5 most attractive destinations for IT outsourcing services. The article added that one of the world's most important global software development centers is located in Ho Chi Minh City. Software developers in Vietnam are also rising to the top of the region. According to data from application data and analytics firm Data.ai, 7 of the 20 most frequently downloaded apps in Southeast Asia come from Vietnam. Pepper is the marked character in Vietnamese cuisine, which was brought into the nation by the French during the colonialism time. Since France is the large market for pepper, Vietnamese pepper is expected to hit the shelves of French supermarkets soon.
The Vietnam Pepper Association recently coordinated with the French Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Vietnamese Embassy in France to hold the first ever business matching event in Paris to boost the pepper trade. The event attracted nearly 20 major producers and exporters from Vietnam and 30 spice importers, wholesalers, and retailers from France.
Vietnamese pepper has long been known, and its quality has been improving. I would like to thank the Vietnam Pepper Association for organizing this event, giving us the chance to work with partners. Vietnam's pepper industry holds many advantages, as the country is a leading producer in the world. The quality of its products is becoming better.
Data from Eurostat shows that the proportion of Vietnamese pepper in France imports rose to nearly 41% in 2021 from 37.6% in 2020. France is one of the largest pepper importers in the world. Already a leading pepper exporter, great potential to boost its shipments to France, which has stringent criteria on imports. Vietnam has emerged as the world's leading pepper producer in recent years, accounting for nearly 30% of global output and 50% of global exports.
Beyond its stunning views of white plum blossoms blanketing the area in the sketching out in vast swaths of yellow in the autumn, Bắc Hà Plateau in the northern mountainous province of Lao Cai also impresses visitors with its excellent cuisine such as black sticky rice cake, pink noodles, and young sticky rice. In the autumn, Bắc Hà Valley is immersed in the fragrant scent of rice,
And at this time of year, the Thai ethnic minority people in Tha Chai, Na Hoi, and Ban Lien communes are rush off their feet making kum, young sticky rice flakes. Lu Thi Tui, a pioneer in developing kum production in Na Law village, Tha Chai commune, goes out to collect high-quality rice in preparation for filling a large number of orders for kum. The secret of tasty kum lies in the meticulous selection of rice. Bakha kum is made from glutinous rice grown in terraced rice fields in the Bakha Valley, which boasts a temperate climate all year round. Products with food safety certification and clear origin have won the hearts of consumers far and wide. We have enjoyed better sales this year. Our rice flakes have sold for up to $6 per kilo, which is much higher than last year's price. My family has made nearly a ton so far. Pho Hong, pink noodles, is the must-try dish for visitors to Bakha Valley. The special pink rice is grown on local terrace rice fields as of famed mustard greens. Chen Thi Vin's shop in the Nam Kai residential area in Bakha town has been welcoming dinners for more than 30 years, with her pho popular among many people. My family have sold pho for generations. I want to pass it on to my kids. Bakha staples have been popularized at local festivals as a means of preserving traditional culture while developing local tourism and the agricultural economy.
In addition to hiking, diving, watching wildlife, and exploring coral reefs, visitors to Kon Dao Island off the coast of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province are recommended to pay a visit to former Kon Dao prison, where French colonists and later the Saigon region the Vietnamese revolutionaries and opposition forces. And that's wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching. As soon as time.